Yep! This season is going by so fast. It's honestly so funny that it's happened so quickly. But anyways, it's now time for Week 4 of the 2020 DCFL season. So as we take a look at the Week 3 standings, we see Jacksonville leads the Eastern Conference with Indianapolis number 2, Baltimore number 3, then followed by Philadelphia, Boston, and New York. And in the Western Conference, it's Chicago at the number 1 spot as Mexico City and Oakland are right behind, with Seattle, Kansas City, and San Diego out of playoff contention at the moment. And of course, here was the Week 4 schedule, as it starts off with my Charm visiting the San Diego Mean Green Machines, followed by Seattle visiting Indianapolis and most likely a blowout, and then Chicago visiting Jacksonville, which will be a big one. The last 2 undefeated teams are going to go at. Then after that, it'll be the New York Gangsters visiting the Mexico City Bolts. Then Boston Red Jackets visiting the Kansas City Arrowheads. And then Oakland visiting Philadelphia, which could be a big one, especially since Oakland is the 3rd seed right now in the Western Conference. So let's get to the Week 4 results. So here are the Week 4 results as the San Diego Mean Green Machines get their first win as they destroyed my Charm, surprisingly, 37-9. Yikes, that's definitely embarrassing. Off to a bad start in that regard. And of course, to no one's surprise, Indianapolis destroys Seattle 48-0. So my goodness God, Seattle's been shut out twice this season, and by like 48-38, yikes. And then it took overtime, but Chicago beat Jacksonville, as that was their first overtime game of the year, as they are now remaining the only undefeated team remaining. Then at the bottom bracket, we see New York destroy Mexico City 24-3. Then Boston get the 500 again, as Kansas City choked a 13-3 lead, allowed 17 unanswered points, and now start off 0-4. That was definitely unexpected. And then how about this for an upset? Philadelphia beats Oakland just like last year. So how about that? Philadelphia is already 3-1. Now that is stunning. So now as we take a look at the Week 4 standings, we see Jacksonville still leads thanks to the tiebreakers in the division, as Indianapolis is number 2 and Philadelphia is number 3, followed by Baltimore, Boston, and New York. That's still not bad. Everyone in the Eastern Conference is 2-2 so far, not bad. And then we got the Western Conference. We see Chicago is still number 1, blowing out Mexico City. Oakland, how about that? 3rd place and 1-3. That's definitely a surprise. Then it's followed by Seattle. San Diego's supposed to be 5th. I don't know why Kansas City is on 5th when I swapped them out beforehand. And of course, Kansas City dead last. Of all the teams that I thought were going to be 0-4, I did not think it was going to be Kansas City. I thought they would have like a winning record right now. So that is a big surprise in the negative direction. So as we now take a look at the Week 5 schedule now, as we'll start off with the Baltimore Charm visiting the New York Gangsters. That'll be big for possibly 3rd place in that division coming up. Followed by a big one, surprisingly, Philadelphia, Indianapolis. That's going to be a surprisingly big one. That could possibly have number 1 seed on the line, because after that will be Jacksonville at Boston. That's incredible to know that almost everyone in that division except for one possibly can be over 500. That's crazy. Meanwhile, in the Western Conference, it would be San Diego visiting Kansas City. Then big one, Chicago visiting Oakland, a rematch from their playoff game last year. Maybe Chicago will get the revenge. And finally, Mexico City visiting Seattle. And with that, in just like 4 days, we're already a quarter of the way through the DCFL season. So I cannot wait for Week 5. See you guys then.